Hi, and welcome to Lobby Talks. I'm your host, Roll Prince. On today's episode, we've wandered through Tulsa's quirkiest favorites. But who tells the real story behind the scene? Our hospitality heroes right here at the Marriott Tulsa Southern Hills. The very folks who greet guests, stare first-time visitors, and whispers the best-kept secrets of our city. Team, take it away. Introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Noelle Gamble, and I have been in Tulsa for about 10 years. Got 2 kids and enjoy exploring Tulsa.
I'm Greg. I'm accounts payable. I've been in Tulsa for about 26 years.
Awesome. Well, glad to have you on board. Let's get started. So, right here in Tulsa's soulful heart, the Blue Dome District, it's known for its nightlife, late-night fuel, and the deeper story that glows behind it.
Yeah, so the Blue Dome District was a 24-hour gas station downtown and has just flourished into an area full of local restaurants, art installations, and just a lot of really cool activities to do right in that area of downtown. That's also where festivals would be held. There's always something to do downtown in the Blue Dome District.
Yeah, a couple of the noteworthy spots in the Blue Dome District is the Max Retro Pub, which is 80s themed. So it's wall-to-wall arcade games, and they'll have like the old MTV playing on the TV.
That's awesome.
With 8 classic 80s music. It's a good time. Good, reasonably priced drinks.
Yep.
And of course, just up the street, you got Fassler Hall, which is German themed. That's your go-to spot for German beer. Wiener Schnitzel, the works. Anytime around Oktoberfest, I always make a trip there.
Oh yeah, Fassler Hall is a must visit. I love it in Tulsa.
It is.
So from Art Deco to roadside legend, over the Route 66 Giants, these aren't just cool photo ops.
Right. Did you know that we have Giants in Tulsa? You go down to this Cosmic Curios, which is a gift shop for Route 66 memorabilia, but then they have multiple large giant statues. Yeah. So there's Cowboy Bob and a couple of other ones that are just really cool to look at. There's picnic tables you can kind of walk through, and then on that same strip are restaurants, and then there's like an arts and
Wildflower Cafe. Remember that?
Yes,
that was so awesome.
Wildflower Cafe. I've heard really good things about that one, so that's definitely on my list to try. Right across the street from that is a nice park. So I know my kids have played there so that we can kind of walk around the area.
That's awesome.
But actually next year, they're adding an additional giant, a dinosaur.
Oh, wow.
So that'll be really cool for all generations and just kind of like the ongoing effort to keep Route 66 and the history alive.
I love it. I love it. Awesome. So team, let's dive into the quirky side of Tulsa, the center of the universe. It's Audible Anomaly.
I love the center of the universe. It's really cool to just take people to like that are visiting our family members from out of town, because you can kind of just walk around downtown and go to the center of the universe. How many places would have that? But then it's really cool to hear and have like everyone try it out. Just because it's a little fun little experience.
So the center of the universe, it's right behind the BOK Tower, which a little side fact about the BOK Tower is it was designed by the exact same architect as the original World Trade Center.
Fun fact.
So when you look at it, it bears such a resemblance because it was designed by the same architect and it was built around the same time. Wow. But back to center of the universe, it's the brick circle that you stand in.
Yeah.
And when you stand in it, when you talk, it makes your voice sound different in a way. Like it sounds like how you hear your voice when you're talking into a microphone. Like it has a very similar kind of metallic kind of sound. It's really cool.
It's,
if you're in the area, I would say it's worth checking out.
Definitely a must check out. Must check out. So from the center of the universe, we're going to dive into Tulsa Arts District.
The Tulsa Arts District is just beautiful and ever changing. There's a lot to do in that area, and you can really get to know the local artists here in Tulsa. Definitely start with Guthrie Green. It's the urban park that hosts concerts and festivals and food truck Wednesdays. And then they even have like yoga and some Zumba going on every week there. So after Guthrie Green, checking out that, the Woody Guthrie Center is also in that area. And there's just always museums and music going on. It's a rich area for music history and art walks. There's just so much to do down there every weekend and even during the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's really cool about the Arts District is when you walk around it, there's a lot of independent coffee shops and kind of places like that where you want to go that's kind of off the beaten path, whether it's not just a lot of chain establishments. So if you want a local place, that's a good spot to go.
It is.
Well, go ahead and jump on a Lime scooter and just go all the way around
Visit
town.
them all
Those are
because
fun.
they're all
But
locally owned.
you want to go there when the weather's nice. You don't want to go there you don't want to do that when it's too cold. I've made that mistake.
Oh no. All right, guys. So up next, we've got Route 66 Historical Village. Let's park at another gem in Tulsa. The Route 66 Historical Village is under the radar, but absolutely worth a trip and a visit.
The Route 66 Historical Village is really cool to just go and explore and learn a little bit more about the history. There's a replica of a Phillips 66 gas station. There's a large oil derrick. I think it's like 194 feet. And then there's also just like a couple of different trains to look at and kind of walk around. My kids and I have been out there. We had a little picnic and just got to kind of teach them a little bit more about Route 66 history.
Definitely a good spot for families with the picnic tables, and you can hop on this little detached train car that's got like seating in there. It's good for photo ops.
Very good for photo ops, great for picnics with families, especially when the weather is nice.
All right, let's take a break from questions and let's just mention all the places that might be closer to Tulsa Marriott Southern Hills and maybe South Tulsa, Jenks, Broken Arrow. So what other areas would you like to mention for our listeners?
Oklahoma Aquarium, right here in South Tulsa. I know it's one of my favorite spots to attend with my wife whenever we just want to relax in day and look at all the exotic fishes and sea creatures that they've got.
And right next to the Oklahoma Aquarium in Jenks there's a big brand new outlet mall that's got everything you would need. It's got a Nike store. It's got all kinds of clothing stores.
Yep.
It's kind of a different take on your kind of typical shopping mall. It's neat.
And right back to Jenks, we've got the Jenks Riverwalk with Gulf Suites of Tulsa with a lot of fun activities to do, shopping and dining right on the Jenks Riverwalk.
Yeah, it's got a similar concept to a Top Golf. You know, if people from out of town have a Top Golf in your city, it's a pretty similar concept.
Pretty similar.
Also in the Riverwalk area, there's a really good Italian restaurant, pizza place called Andolini's.
Andolina's the
Good
bomb.
stuff.
I think they were ranked number 1 in Tulsa.
Los Cabos, Mexican restaurant. Excellent chips in Tulsa. I just ate and I'm hungry just thinking about it.
Yep.
So if you have kids, the places here in town that we frequent a lot, I've got 2 young kids. Slick City is a new indoor slide park. The Tulsa Zoo, we can spend an entire day there, especially with their large playground. Of course, the Gathering Place, but then also all the smaller parks that are along Riverside. Helmrich Park is just 2 blocks away from Tulsa Marriott Southern Hills. So super convenient for families that are staying here. Along with local parks, we have Chandler Park that has a huge splash pad and playground. They also have trails and areas that you can play disc golf.
Nice.
Disc golf. Well, you mentioned splash pads. That reminds me of Paradise. It's called Paradise Beach now. I went when I was a kid. It was known as Big Splash then, but it's this really big water park. It was a great time. I remember I got a wicked sunburn there, but wear sunscreen. And also a good kids spot is Sky Zone. It's a trampoline park. I'm a grown man, and I could have a good time.
Yeah, definitely. I remember I've got fond memories of that splash pad as well. And for those of us who don't have kids, I would recommend Riverspur Casino. It's great adult fun, entertainment, and nightlife. We also have Hard Rock located in Catoosa. Also, it's labeled Tulsa, but it's located in Catoosa. Fun for nightlife, entertainment, and great dining experience, as well as Utica Square. Fun for fine dining, shopping, just relaxing and walking around, taking in the beautiful flower scenery. All right, guys, and finally, for the movie lovers, the Outsiders House Museum. What's the pull there?
The Outsiders House Museum was purchased by Danny O'Connor, and it was turned into an exact replica of the movie film. And it's been a pull for celebrities and locals just to kind of get that connection to that movie and how it was filmed.
Awesome.
Well, why the movie is so significant is it was filmed on location in Tulsa. I believe it was released in 1983.
Wow.
And it had kind of an all-star cast before they were all stars. Like it had a young Tom Cruise, Patrick Swayze, Ralph Macchio, the kid from Karate Kid, and a few others that names escapes me. But yeah, it was an all-star cast before they were all stars. I remember reading the novel in school, which also took place here in Tulsa. So it's kind of the local gem. A lot of filmed at a lot of local spots, and also the Admiral Twin Drive-In, which is still standing. The opening scene was filmed there.
That's awesome. Super cool fun facts and knowledge of Tulsa. So there you have it, team. The best isn't always on Google's first page. They live in stories told by locals and hospitality teams like these. Whether you're homegrown or passing through, these spots remind us of that cultural landmark that aren't always the loudest. They're the ones with the stories woven into every corner. Huge thanks to our guests for opening the door and to you for listening. Keep exploring, and we'll meet you back in Lobby Talks next time. Well, team, thank you guys for joining us on another episode of Lobby Talk. We look forward to seeing you right here again. Thank you.
That's a wrap on this episode of Lobby Talks, where Greg, Raul, and Noel showed us the real side of Tulsa, highlighting spots that might look like tourist traps, but definitely deliver way more than meets the eye. But we're just getting started. Up next, we're diving into a special 3-part series on Tulsa's cultural moment, where we'll be joined by local leaders who are shaping the city's future through art, activism, business, and beyond. You won't want to miss it. Don't forget to subscribe and check us out on Instagram and Facebook for more behind-the-scenes moments. Thanks for listening.